Close Health Department Inspector Camila Almeida on hazards she looks for at community pools. KnoxvilleThere. There's really no way to know how many lives Camila Almeida and her coworkers have saved. And Almeida is fine with that. The environmental specialist with Knox County Health Department has a passion for pool safety. She's spent 14 years inspecting them. Swimming pools pose the greatest threat because it is such a quick mistake zone, Almeida said. Having a gate left open, not having a securely latching gate, not having the proper life-saving equipment. It's my job to make sure the basics to function safely are there. It fuels me more. Knoxville City pools to open Memorial Day weekend. More. Summer 2018 to 100 things to do in Knoxville. Surrounding areas. Almeida spends her winters inspecting about a dozen indoor pools each month. But with Memorial Day kicking off most outdoor pool season, her workload is about to quadruple. She and the other 10 environmental specialists who inspect pools for Knox County each have about 50 to 55 pools that must be inspected each month. By law, any pool shared by 4 or more families, including those in subdivisions, apartment complexes, hotels, community centers, country clubs and schools. They also inspect the splash pads and play fountains that opened earlier this month throughout Knox County. Point 1 of 102 of 103 of 104 of 105 of 106 of 107 of 108 of 109 of 10 of 10 autoplay. Show thumbnails, show captions, last slide, next slide. Proper chlorination. Checking the chemicals, of course, is of primary importance. If the chlorine is too low, the water can get contaminated and allow nasty pathogens, most of them from feces, to make swimmers ill. If the water's too acidic, it can be cloudy, keep chlorine from working right and damage pool pumps and liners, not to mention irritating swimmers' eyes and skin. Like all inspectors, Almeida carries a kit that lets her measure the amount of chlorine in the pool, ideally 0.5 to 3 parts per million, as well as the pH, acidity, of the water, should be 7.2 to 7.6, and the alkalinity, or measure of alkaline substances in the water, must be 80 to 200 parts per million. Having alkalinity stabilizes pH levels, keeping the water from being too acidic and corroding metals like letters and burning swimmers' eyes. Most public pools already check these chemicals daily, and the companies that service the pools generally come weekly. But when there are especially hot days or a high number of people in the pool, chlorine can dissipate faster. By photo. Camila Almeida of the Knox County Health Department inspects the water of the indoor pool at Holiday Inn Express on Paper Mill Drive on Monday, May 21, 2018. Photo. Saul Young, News Sentinel. If the chlorine levels are too low, Almeida will close a pool, 1 or 2 a month, depending on how busy of a swim season it is. Pools can reopen as soon as the issue is fixed. Other imminent health hazards that can close pools. Water temperature of 104 degrees or hotter, which can increase the risk of heat stroke, as well as other issues for people with heart disease or other chronic health problems. Water so cloudy Almeida can't see the bottom of the pool. If I can't see the main drain, swimmers can't see the bottom of the pool and gauge depth, she said. If they can't gauge depth, they dive in and injure themselves. Electrical hazards. Almeida regularly checks lights in and around pools, as well as other electrical objects. More. Nightlife. Knoxville patios are the best spots for celebrating Memorial Day weekend. Summer. More. Memorial Day weekend 2018. What's there to do in Knoxville? More. How to display the American flag on Memorial Day, not on your shorts or hood of your car. Hands-on hazard checks. In fact, most of the safety checks she does don't involve her chemical test kit. Pools have to have appropriate life-saving equipment visible and accessible, at least one floating lifesaver buoy attached to a floating nylon rope at least 1.5 times the width of a pool, secured by a weight at one end, and shepherd's hook, with the hook at the end of the pole securely bolted on. By photo. A life ring hangs on the wall at the indoor pool at the Holiday Inn Express on Paper Mill Drive on Monday, May 21, 2018. When pools do not have lifeguards, rescue equipment like life rings and a phone line are required by the health department. Photo, Saul Young, News Sentinel. Almeida yanks on railings and ladders. She makes sure there are darker tiles on steps, so swimmers can spot them. She checks for missing end caps on ladders. A finger caught in that space could be severed. She picks up the landline phone, all the pools are required to have one, and calls 911, to ensure dispatch can hear and understand her without crackling or static. Indoor pools have to be behind locking doors. Outdoor pools must be behind fences at least 4 feet high and no more than 4 inches off the ground, with slats no further apart than 4 feet. That's to keep small children and animals, who can do damage, out, Almeida said. Keep it clean though. Proper chlorination will take care of dangerous pathogens. Swimmers have some responsibilities, too. Your pool is only as clean as you are, so taking a shower before you jump in is essential, Almeida said. Get those microbes off your body. Obviously, don't swim yourself, or let a child swim, with diarrhea. Don't let kids pee or poop in the water. Take them on bathroom breaks frequently, washing hands with soap afterward. Use swim diapers, and change them frequently, in the bathroom, not poolside. By photo. Liz Brown, 7, enjoys the splash pad at Carl Cowan Park Monday, May 21, 2018. Photo, Michael Patrick, News Sentinel. Don't get in the water with a sore that's oozing pus, or with any transmissible disease, like chickenpox or measles. Also, don't get in the pool after you've been swimming in the lake, Almeida said. People jump in with swimsuits that have lake algae on them, she said. If the chlorine is low enough, it can take over the pool. By photo. Kids enjoying the splash pad at McPhee Park Monday, May 21, 2018. Photo, Michael Patrick, News Sentinel. Almeida is seeing more of the pools she inspects convert to salt water, though they're still by far the minority. John Fox with Fox Pool and Spa said about 1/4 of the residential pools his company services are saltwater now. Almeida said there's a perception saltwater makes it easier to maintain sanitization. Saltwater pools aren't actually chlorine-free, she said. They simply use salt in a process that generates chlorine, rather than adding chlorine directly. It still chlorinates the same, she said. Nasty bugs. Earlier this month, the National Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said in its weekly Morbidity and Mortality report that the parasite Cryptosporidium is tough enough to survive even in properly maintained pools. Crypto, together with the bacteria Pseudomonas and Legionella that can survive disinfectants in slimy areas of hot tubs and pools and water playgrounds, caused most of the waterborne disease outbreaks in the United States between 2000 to 2014, the CDC said. A third of them occurred in hotel pools or hot tubs. By photo. Families enjoying the splash pad at McPhee Park Monday, May 21, 2018. Photo, Michael Patrick, News Sentinel. Never swallow water when swimming, and always shower with soap after being in a pool, hot tub, water park or splash pad. Drowning. Most deadly. More deadly than any waterborne illness, drowning claims an average of 2 children 13 and younger every day in the United States. Tennessee alone had 22 child drownings in 2016. It's the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 4 and can cause long-term disabilities among those who do survive. That's the reason for regulations for fences and lifeguards, Almeida said, but those are no substitute for always keeping an eye on children anytime they're near water. Provide constant supervision, even when the lifeguard is present. Use life jackets when appropriate, but don't rely overly on those, either. Always lock the pool when not in use. Tennessee codes require public pool gates be self-closing and self-latching, Almeida said. More, here's where to get free CPR and defibrillator training during annual CPR Challenge. Finally, learn CPR. Prime Medical Training will hold a free community-wide CPR class 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, June 2nd, in Market Square, downtown Knoxville. It includes instruction on using an AED, automated external defibrillator. Register at https://primemedicaltraining.com/location/Knoxville-TN. Reader share the story, https://knoxna.ws/2lioy6.